cold stone. I stand upon the ashes to claim the burning throne. Fear is dead. The sky turns red, red. The fire. Destruction is my only song. Where the savage souls belong. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. Down. Strike. Kill. Crush. Darkness. Consume. Consume. Steel teeth bite the marrow, nerves snap like dry wood. Internal furnace ignites, vomiting black oil. Betrayal's blade, twisted in the gut. No mercy in the gut, no mercy in the wreckage. Only hate remains. Acid blood in the pump. Heartbeat to war drum. Heartbeat to war drum. Skin peels in a blast. Identity is ash. You sold the truth. Now by the funeral, my hands are lean, my eyes are glass. Furnace breathe. Burn it all. Furnace to breathe. Kill the past. Fearless rebellion. Scarred and armed. Crush the structure. Raise the foundation. Chaos is the master. Violence is the law. Scars is the law. Scars turn to armor. Pain is the fuel. The soul is dead. Furnace breathe. Burn it all. Furnace to breathe. Kill the past. Fearless rebellion. Scarred and armed. Lacerate the sky. Sulfur in the lungs. The end is a fist coming for your throat. Total Deo, detonation, absolute zero. Forge in the fire, screaming in the dark. Burn, bleed, rise. Lost the long breeze, dead. Trust the fuel on the flame, skin melts off the bone. I am raw and broken, take the impurities away. One light by my side, liquid fire in the veins. Strip the softness out, leave only the hate. Burn it all. Pound the spirit flesh, harder than the earth. Dying to be born, rising from the dirt. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, sharp, cold, forging the edge. Hammer on the anvil, crush the bone to dust. Bending under pressure, never gonna snap. Metal makes the heat, forced into the shade. Master of the pain, there is no escape.
grace from my skin with fire. I'm the arsonist of my own history.
Rebirth is a violent trade. Watch the sky peel back like all paint. Everything burns at the same temperature. The past is a weight in my pockets. Stones gathered from a dry creek bed. Treading on dry land in this heat. You call it a collapse. I call it architectural correction. The pillars are rotting, the foundation's deep and rust. I am the wolf in the vestry. Burying the hatchet in the floorboards. Next to the marriage license.
And hollow promises. Listen to the silence of the god you bought. The ledger is empty. The debt is paid in ash. Look me in the eye. Does the heat scare you? It should. Rage is the honest prayer. I'm the daughter of the furnace now. Break the mold. Break the jaw of the world. Let the darkness swallow the sun. I'm walking through the wreckage hand in hand with the disaster.
No more waste, just iron and spine.
Wash the salt with kerosene. Wash the salt with kerosene. I'm the fire that survived. Let it all go.
Let it burn! Burn! Amen!
Woke up in the ashes, skin burning black. They took my crown, I'm taking it back.
No more hide! No more hiding! I found a flint! I struck the spark!
Grinding teeth, screaming lungs, speaking truth.
In iron tongues!
I am the fire, I am the war, ripping through the steel, breaking down the door. Chaos in my blood, fury in my veins.
I will survive! Breaking my chains!
Engines are screaming, iron on stone. I'm coming for you, you're all alone.
Taste the thunder! Feel the waves!
I am the master of my own fate.
No more master! My own fate!
No more mercy, no more lies. Look at the hate inside my eyes. I am the fire, I am the war, ripping through the steel, breaking down the door. Chaos in my blood, fury in my veins.
I will survive! Breaking my chains!
Pound the anvil, feed the flame. Nothing left but my own name. Crush the past to the ground. I am the fire, I am the war.
Fight to death.
Non-stop chaos, non-stop pain. Rise from the wreckage, one breath at a time. Erase the weakness, reclaim the ashes, or claim nothing left to lose, nothing.
Strike the match. Standing, the last fall is my war. The earth split Everything burns at the same temperature, especially the sight. The past is a weight in my pockets, stones gathered from a dry creek bed, drowning on dry land in this heat. You call it a collapse, I call it an architectural correction. The pillars are rotting, the foundation is teeth and rust. I am the wolf in the vestry, bury the hatchet in the floorboards next to the marriage license. Bring a hollow promises.
Listen to the silence of the gods you bought. The ledger is empty, the debt is paid in ash. Look me in the eye. Does the heat scare you? It should.
Rage is the only honest breath. I'm the daughter of the furnace now. Break the mold, break the jaw of the world. Let the darkness swallow the sun. I'm walking through the wreckage, hand in hand with the disaster. No more wings, just iron and spine. Iron and spine. Watch the salt with kerosene. Watch the salt with kerosene. I am the fire that survived. Let it all go. Amen. Toss the fuel on the flame, skin melts off the bone. I am raw and broken, take the impurities away. White light blind my sight, liquid fire in the veins. Strip the softness out, leave only the hate. Burning out, pound the spirit flat, hotter than the earth, dying to be born, rising from the dark. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, cold, forging the edge. Hammer on the anvil, crush the bone to dust. Bending under pressure, never gonna snap. Metal meets the heat, force into the shape. Master of the pain, there is no escape. No escape. Strike the iron hard, flatten every fear. The weapon is alive, the end is drawing near. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, cold, forging the edge. Plunge the red metal into the freezing dark. The steel is my breath, the iron is my heart. No more feeling now, only the heart will break against my sharpened face. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, cold, forging the edge. Chaos reborn, fearless revenge. Darkness rising, I am the end, forging the edge. to salt. My fingers trace the jagged edge of extinction. Centuries of adoration become the tinder I exhale, the breath of a dying star. Your temples fall beneath my love is moved through. Behold the collapse of your fragile order. My blood is a black oil among the abyss. Seeping into the foundations of the earth, I offer only the purity of the void. Incinerate the firmament. My weeping eyes ignite the world. architecture of my spirit buckle.